Hello guys, good evening all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Did you got your answer papers?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Didn't get?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay then, just I will tell you your marks. Yashish got 25 marks,
So what's the total marks?
30. Ananya 28. Kshiraj,
Sir, how much did you tell mine?
Ananya 28.
Okay.
Kshiraj marks 21. But paper presentation is good. Rishabh 21. Risha 28.5.
Okay, sir.
Tanisha also 28.5. Paper presentation is good.
Thank you, sir.
Priyanka. Priyanka 22. Yes, good presentation.
Okay, sir.
Sri Lakshmi 23. Yeah, good presentation. Prajwal 21. Asmi 24.
Sir, how will we know where did we go wrong?
Hmm?
Sir, how do we come to know where did we go wrong?
You didn't write all questions. 3 more questions you wrote wrong.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. I am Risha.
These are, oh, you are. I'm telling about Asmi marks.
Oh, okay.
Asmi 24. Aryan 24. Harshita 24. Bhargav also 24. No. Keshav 24. Bhargav 18. Nagabhushnam 30.
Thank you, sir.
Pratik 25. Gopala 19 marks. Okay, overall good presentation, but all of you gave answer for problematic question, but theoretical question presentation is not good. You didn't write some important points in quantum numbers. When 1 or 2 students only wrote somewhat correct points in quantum numbers. All the students wrote something nonsense. He wrote in that 3 marks question. So you need to
Sir,
focus
which
on
one?
theory also.
Where
Quantum
you
Sir,
have to
the
write
note for
points.
quantum numbers.
Quantum numbers.
Write a
Yeah.
short note on quantum numbers.
Yes. Quantum numbers. There. Yeah. No, I think I'm not satisfied with that answer. 1 or 2 students only wrote somewhat better.
Which answer, sir?
Quantum numbers.
Oh, okay.
And even few definitions also students didn't write correctly. That is Heisenberg uncertainty principle, Hund's rule. Just a minute. Okay. Let's subheading stoichiometry of chemical reactions.
Sir, could you send someone's paper who's got full on full so that we can cross check our answers and come to know where did we do wrong?
So that answer paper sir will send you, but won't send like that. So you check your answer
Even if
paper.
he gives
Later,
answer key, it's okay. So that we
see,
come to know where did we go
these are
wrong.
not MCQs, right? A theory based. So once you cross check with your notebook. Who's
Okay,
that?
sir.
Risha?
Yeah.
So cross check you with your notebook. Okay, see here. We know chemical reactions are represented by chemical equation. No need to first don't write. Listen, chemical reactions are denoted by chemical equations. Those chemical equations are balanced according to law of conservation of mass, right? Chemical reactions are balanced according to law of conservation of mass. Okay. So once a chemical reaction is balanced, there is a quantitative relationship among reactants and products, right? Once a chemical reaction is balanced, there is a quantitative relationship between among reactants and products. So the study of this relationship between reactants and products is called stoichiometry. So chemical reactions are represented by chemical equations. Chemical equations are balanced according to law of conservation of mass. So in a balanced chemical equation, there is a relationship among reactants and products. The study of this relationship among reactants and product is called stoichiometry. So first write the statement, then we will do problems. Right. Chemical reactions are represented. The chemical reactions are represented in the form of chemical equations. In the form of chemical equations. are balanced according to the law of conservation of mass. Are balanced according to the law of conservation of mass. Continuation. A quantitative relationship can be established between the various reactant and products. Between various reactants and products. The study of quantitative relationship among reactant and products is called stoichiometry.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, so just stoichiometry is nothing but like we differentiate different reactions. No? Sir, like we say, so and so reaction is neutralization. So
Yeah, those also comes under stoichiometry only. Yeah.
that's
Neutralization reactions.
stoichiometry.
So here, especially asking how much reactant we need to take to prepare particular amount of product. So there are only some different kind of questions are giving. Okay, completed statement.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. A balanced chemical equation provides first one, weight relationship. Second one, weight volume relationship. And volume relationship. Okay. Then after write small subheading, limiting reagent. Limiting reagent. Okay, see here. During the reaction, the one which reactant completely consumed, that is called limiting reagent. So reactant which is completely consumed during the chemical reaction, it is called limiting reagent. Next one is excess reagent. The reactant species which is not completely consumed during the chemical reaction, that's called excess reagent.
Sir, could you repeat that again?
Hello?
Sir, could you repeat?
This reagent completely consumes the limiting reagent?
Yeah, the reagent which is completely consumed during the reaction, we are calling limiting reagent.
No, I was
So-
saying that the other reagent, what is it, sir?
Excess reagent.
Excess reagent completely consumes the
No,
limiting.
no, that won't completely consume. Some amount of substance is left. So which one is
Okay.
not completely consumed? That is excess reagent. Which is
Okay.
completely consumed during the chemical reaction, that is limiting reagent.
So these are products of the equation.
Reactant, not products. Reactant, we are taking reactant A and B. It gives product, some products it gives. Okay, you are taking 100 kilos. This is taking only 5 kilograms. So but here only 5 grams of B is completely reacts, but A won't react completely. Maybe here in A, maybe 10 kilograms is completely reacted. Remaining 90 is left. No. Hello.
So what is that as product?
Product is something. Product is not mandatory here.
What is that 90 kg? The remaining as
Remaining reactant. Only here 10. You are taking 100 kg. Here 10 kilogram is reacted. 90 kilo is left no. So here completely B is reacted, but A is not reacted completely. Only 10 kilograms is reacted, right? That's
Yeah.
what B is we are calling a limiting reagent. A is we are calling excess reagent.
Sir,
So practically, tell me.
sir, if we burn CH4, then sir, if we burn CH4, sir, there are
Methane.
sir,
Hmm.
plus O2 and heat we get.
We get carbon dioxide and water.
Yes, sir. But if it's not, if it is not sufficient, we get CO, and if it's even, if the oxygen is very less,
You are
we get
telling
C.
to take oxygen, limited supply of oxygen. This is, suppose excess means that is possible. If limited supply of oxygen, it gives carbon monoxide and H2O, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, happens that. That
So,
is limited
sir,
supply.
here, so the CH4 is excess, excess reagent and oxygen is limiting, no, sir?
Yeah, that is not here. Through equation only we can't conclude. But here we are taking amount, how much methane is involving in reaction, how much oxygen is involving in reaction. Based on that quantity, based on number of moles of amount of reactant, we can conclude which substance is limiting reagent, which substance is excess reagent. So in balanced equation, everything reacts. Methane reacting, oxygen is reacting, that only we are getting CO2 and H2O.
Okay, sir, I
Okay.
understand.
Only by balanced equation we won't get it. Further here values are giving. Just one simple example, listen, ma. Do you know how to make a roti, chapati? Hello,
Yes,
guys.
the process.
Okay, just process. See, what are the requirements to make chapati? Mainly
Sir,
wheat flour.
water, oil, then salt.
Wheat flour, salt, then oil and water, right?
Yes, sir.
Further, are you adding any egg and banana also?
Sir?
Egg and banana,
No, sir.
No, sir.
salt, water, oil. Okay, see here. Suppose you have wheat flour 5 kilos. Salt, maybe 100 grams you have. Water later. First, oil also you have half kilo. But water, you have only 2 glass of water. 2 glass of water is only there. Yes, just to think now. To make 5 kilos of wheat flour chapati, is it sufficient? 2 glass of water?
Sir,
No,
you need
sir.
more.
Is it sufficient?
No.
It's
No,
not sufficient.
sir.
Maybe salt is sufficient, 100 grams. And oil also, of course, half kg of sufficient maybe. But water is not sufficient, right?
Yes, sir.
So now you
Yes,
can say
sir.
water is here limiting reagent. So with the help of only 2 glass of water, you can prepare maybe 1 kg of wheat flour only. You can make it into chapati, right?
Yes, sir.
Remaining 4 kilos is left. You cannot possible to make chapati. That remaining 4 kilos of wheat flour, right? So now you can call wheat flour is excess reagent, and water is limiting reagent. Mind it, the amount of product formed depends upon limiting reagent, not depends upon excess reagent. Amount of product formed depends upon limiting reagent. Now got it? What is limiting reagent and excess reagent?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. The reactant, one which completely consumed during the chemical reaction, during the reaction, called limiting reagent. Next, excess reagent. The reactant, one which left out after completion of reaction, called excess reagent. Subheading, calculation based on weight-weight relationship. Calculation based on weight-weight relationship. So after this, if you have place, just one line, the amount of product obtained depends upon limiting reagent. After these two definitions, one line. Right, amount of product obtained depends on quantity of limiting reagent, or just depends on limiting reagent. Amount of product obtained depends on limiting reagent. After this, write on problem. Calculation based on weight-weight relationship.
Sir, is this there
Yeah.
in the textbook?
I think not there in textbook. All right, you need to learn about this kind of problems in case it also asking these questions.
No, sir, just asked.
No, in textbook not there. What is the amount of ammonia formed?
So, sir, this is not needed for school.
School, no, not needed.
Okay, thank you, sir.
What is the amount of ammonia formed?
This is needed for competitive, right?
Yeah. Even set level also asking these questions. When 14 gram of nitrogen combines with 6 grams of hydrogen. But these calculations are very easy up to some extent. After in mains level, some difficult problems are there. Tomorrow I will give only mains level questions. Suppose if questions based on stoichiometry, first you have to write a chemical reaction. What is the amount of ammonia formed when 14 grams nitrogen combines with 6 grams hydrogen? First write reaction, nitrogen combines with hydrogen and
Sir,
ammonia. Yeah,
is it 17 grams?
17 grams. What is asking? Ammonia. Yeah, 17 grams.
Okay.
See here, first balance the chemical reaction.
So
Nitrogen
3
plus
and H2, sir.
3H2, 2NH. All of you know how to balance the chemical reactions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we write here, number of moles of nitrogen is here only 1 mole. Hydrogen is 3 moles. Here ammonia obtained is 2 moles. Okay. And what is the mass of nitrogen? 1 mole mass of nitrogen, N2 mass.
14 grams.
N2, not N. N2
28,
that is
28.
28
Okay,
grams.
yes, sir. 28 grams.
Next, hydrogen. 3H2 hydrogen mass.
3 grams.
3.
Wait. H2 and 3, no, total 6
Sir,
hydrogen. No,
6
grams. And 2 moles of ammonia mass. Ammonia mass, NH3.
34 grams.
34 grams. Okay. See, 28 grams of nitrogen combines with 6 grams hydrogen, giving 34 grams of ammonia. Fine. This is standard. Okay. Now, but in question given, 14 grams of nitrogen combines with 6 grams of hydrogen. Okay. So, look at 28 grams. No, instead of that, here given nitrogen is 14 gram. Hydrogen is 6 gram. How much amount of ammonia is formed? Look carefully here. 28 grams combining with 6 grams. Yeah. Here also again, hydrogen is given 6 grams. This is given data. Given. This is a standard. 6 grams of hydrogen is given, but nitrogen is given only 14 grams. Can you identify which is the limiting reagent now?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen is limiting reagent. Correct. So here actually 6 grams of hydrogen combines with 28 grams of nitrogen. But this is standard equation. But given is 6 grams of hydrogen. No need here. 14 grams. 14 grams of nitrogen combines with 3 grams of
Sir?
hydrogen. Yeah.
So generally in an equation, if one is the limiting one, the other becomes excess. But over here, it's exact. Is there any name for that? we cannot call hydrogen as an excess reagent, right?
So you are telling if it is given exact amount, right?
Yeah.
Then there is
see-
no limiting reagent, no excess reagent, completely involved in a chemical reaction.
But sir, here hydrogen is exact, right?
Hydrogen is exact. Where is exact? Here, this is standard. This is standard equation up to here. But here given 14 grams of nitrogen is given, 6 grams hydrogen is given. 14 grams of nitrogen combines with only 3 grams is sufficient. No need to require 6 grams.
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
3
yeah.
grams sufficient, no?
Got it.
Yeah. 14 grams of nitrogen combines with 3 grams of hydrogen. And then gives 17 grams of ammonia. Gives 17 grams of ammonia. Right. So side you right. N2 is a limiting reagent.
Sir,
Yeah. Tell me.
I got disconnected. I didn't understand this
Is it name
solution.
Barkov?
I didn't understand the solution.
Solution is that's all.
No,
Yeah, I'm
I
telling
got
which is-
disconnected. So I didn't understand how did it go.
Okay. See, first you have to write a balanced chemical equation. Right. So 1 mole of nitrogen, 3 moles of hydrogen, 2 moles of ammonia is there here. Then write mass. 1 mole nitrogen mass 28, 3 moles hydrogen mass 6 grams, 2 moles ammonia mass 34 grams. This is the standard one. Next, according to question, given information is nitrogen mass is given 14 grams, hydrogen mass is given 6 grams. Right? Look here. 6 grams of hydrogen combines with 28 grams of nitrogen, or 28 grams of nitrogen completely combines with 6 grams. But here given only 14 grams. 14 grams of nitrogen only given, not given 28 grams. So 14 grams combines with only 3 grams of hydrogen, not require 6 grams. Only 3 grams is sufficient hydrogen. But here given 6 grams. So 4 grams of nitrogen combines with 3 grams of hydrogen gives 17 grams of ammonia.
So, excuse me, sir, I have a doubt.
Hmm.
So, but how do we know that exactly 14 grams of nitrogen reacts with exactly half of, H2 grams of hydrogen? Yeah.
Here is there no, in standard equation it is clear, no?
Yes,
20
sister. Yeah,
28 grams combining with 6 grams.
yeah.
Then 14 grams combines with only 3 grams, no?
Accurately.
Accurately, yes.
Okay, sir.
So here 14 grams of nitrogen, 3 grams of hydrogen gives 17 grams of ammonia. But in this given information, nitrogen is given only 14 grams, no? So this becomes limiting reagent. Hydrogen is excess, but here only 3 grams is reacting. 3 grams is left. That is not involving. So that's what hydrogen becomes excess reagent. H2 is excess reagent.
Sir, over here we know it's exactly half. But if it's not half, we need to calculate
You need to calculate. Yeah, that's very
Okay.
simple calculation. Cross multiplication only.
Yeah. I understood it. I just wanted to ask.
Okay, next is calculation based on weight volume relationship. Calculation based on weight volume relationship.
So, will we be doing more numericals based on this?
Yeah. This is just a sample questions only. We have many questions
Okay,
based on
okay.
weight, volume also.
So
Tell me.
So the ratio of the here in this reaction always consider N2 volume in the first case is N1 and then N2 and same for hydrogen. So the ratios will be same, no, sir?
Okay, what is the mass ratio of reaction, right? 28/6.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
same ratio, it maintains same constant proportion, it maintains.
Yes, sir. So we can use that relation, no, sir?
Even that relation also you can. Next, right? Next one. When CaCO3 is strongly heated, calcium carbonate, strongly heated, 28 grams of calcium oxide is obtained. Formula is CaO. Calcium oxide obtained. Calculate volume of CO2 liberated at STP. CO2 liberated at STP. First, right here, balanced equation. Calcium carbonate is strongly heating.
So what is STP?
It gives calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So equation is balanced. Now this is 1 mole only. All are 1 mole. This is also 1 mole. This is also 1 mole is obtained. Mass of calcium carbonate, CaCO3 mass.
Excuse me, sir. I
100
think
grams.
someone asked some doubt.
Who is
I
it?
don't know who was it.
So she asked what STP means. It's standard temperature.
Standard temperature and pressure. Okay, this is actually mole definition, right? Standard temperature and pressure. Temperature is 0 degree centigrade. Pressure is 1 atmosphere. That is standard temperature. That means already we discussed about this. Mole is defined in 3 ways. Mole in terms of mass, mole in terms of number, mole in terms of volume. Volume, I think I didn't tell. Volume in terms of, mole in terms of number, 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 power 23 particles. So like 1 mole of any gas, 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liters. That is the meaning. So 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liters. That is this is the definition of mole in terms of volume. I think Vaishnavi and Akshaya don't know this one. This is only third definition for mole. Already mass in terms of number I explained. So in terms of volume, this is 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liter.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
is it 11.2 liter?
What? Oh, final product. Yeah, final here. Answer is 11.2 liter. Correct. Okay, look here. Calcium carbonate mass is 100 grams. Calcium oxide mass is 56 grams. And carbon dioxide mass is 44 grams. But here we need to take a volume. No, we are talking about weight volume relationship. So this is in gaseous form. These are solid form. Carbon dioxide gaseous form. So you write 22.4 liters in volume. Okay. Question is, when calcium carbonate strongly heated, 28 grams of calcium oxide is obtained. Calculate the volume of carbon dioxide liberated at STP. See.
Oh, 1 second. Why did we take 22.4 liters? Why didn't we take it in grams?
Here, what we are doing here? Weight volume relationship. Here question is also asking calculate the volume of carbon dioxide liberated.
So if it was weight, we should have taken the gram.
After that, we have to convert no volume. Right? Later also we have to convert it into volume. Okay, you can go through that, no problem. First,
Yes.
if you do 44 grams, then convert into volume, no problem. So see here.
Sir, I think she was asking for weight, we need to take it in grams, but for weight volume, we need to take it in volume. I think that was a doubt.
Yeah, so that was I was asking you.
Weight.
No, for weight, we should take gram atomic mass, and for weight volume, we should take it in terms of volume as liters.
Yeah, you have to take in volumes.
But we can convert it later also if it's weight volume.
Yeah, you can convert. That's what you can convert later also. You take directly, or even you can convert mass into volume.
Okay, sir.
See here, 56 grams of calcium oxide obtained. Okay, I think directly you can take relation instead of this. 56 grams is giving. Then along with 44 grams of carbon dioxide also obtained. If
Sir, is it 11.2 liters?
yeah, 11.2 liter, correct. So if 28 grams of calcium oxide obtained, then along with this is 25 means this becomes, sorry, this is 28, half amount of CaO is obtained, then this is also obtains half only.
Half only, sir.
So 22 grams of carbon dioxide also obtained. The next step is,
Sir,
yes,
sir, like to calculate the volume, what, like how to, like,
hello?
if you use the ratio, can't we get the volume?
No, you can't get. If you calculate here mass ratios, how can you get your volume ratio? So you also get here.
No,
mass
sir,
ratio.
like I took it in volumes only. Like you can take products volume equal to the like what we want to find. We can equate the products mass to volumes.
Yeah, product mass we are converting into volume. See, here calcium oxide you can't convert because that is solid. Carbon dioxide is only gas, that only you are able to convert into volumes. Okay, right, final step. You know, carbon dioxide mass is 44 grams is equal to 1 mole. That means it occupies 22.4 liter. Then 22 grams occupies only 11.2 liters. 44 grams of CO2 is equal to 1 mole. This is equal to 22.4 liters volume. Then here, if it is 28 grams means this become 22 grams. So 22 grams of CO2 is equal to half mole. It is equal to only 11.2 liter of 11.2 liter volume. So this is only answer.
Sir, how does the volume change if temperature and pressure are changed?
Oh, that one we have relation. That is in states of matter. I will give you P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. We have sums based on this also.
So if they don't mention STP in the question, then we should take STP only, right?
We should take in STP only, yeah. Sometimes questions are asking at different temperatures and pressure.
So that will be mentioned.
Yeah, that's mentioning, but you can't calculate directly through the temperature and pressures. First, you have to convert in STP only. First we are getting an STP. These STP conditions we are changing into other temperature and pressures
So
by
convert.
using this formula.
Okay. When will we be learning that?
The amount of gas obtained is at a different temperatures. They are mentioning what is the temperature and pressure.
Okay, no. So which chapter will be learning it?
Oh, that is in states of matter. We have 5th chapter, that one. Even some problems are there based on this. I will explain you this. Okay, completed this one answer.
Yes, sir.
Then
So
last
for
one.
this chapter, we'll be learning only at STP, right? All the problems.
Only STP only. Only 1 or 2 problems are there. At other conditions also, I will explain you. That's very easy. This is formula only. P1 V1 by
Okay.
T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2.
Okay, sir.
Next, write calculation based on volume relationship.
Sir, now the chapter is going to get over, right? So
Yeah,
will
this is
we
the
be
last
doing
concept.
the PDF after this?
After this?
PDF.
Oh, that MCQ questions.
Yeah.
After this, we will solve that JEE MCQ level questions. Then I will start new chapter. I mean, it takes. Next week I will explain you this sums. On these sums I will complete by Saturday, tomorrow class. Next week CET and JEE level questions. After that week, I'll take new chapter, chemical bonding.
Okay, sir.
All right, next problem. This is a calculation based on volume relationship. Calculate the volume of CO2 at STP. Calculate the volume of CO2 at STP when 22.4 liter of CO, carbon monoxide, under STP completely burn. Under STP completely burn in presence of excess of oxygen. In presence of excess of oxygen.
Sir, is that CO? Is it supposed to be CO or C?
CO, this is right. CO, carbon monoxide. So write equation, balanced equation. Carbon monoxide reacting with excess of oxygen gives carbon dioxide. Balance equation. Two CO plus 2 CO2. What is the mass of carbon monoxide? Carbon monoxide mass. So this is a 2 moles. 2 moles carbon monoxide. This is excess max. Oxygen is not mandatory to discuss. So this is also 2 moles. So I think mass we no need to convert because the question is completely based on volume. No volume relationship. No need to convert mass also. You can do directly. So calculate the volume of
44.8 liters per hour.
0.8. Okay, let's see. When 22.4 liter of CO under STP completely burn in presence of excess of oxygen. So this is okay. This is up to standard level. So given is carbon monoxide is given 22.4 liters. Yes. Then how much amount of carbon dioxide is obtained? This is excess again. Oxygen is excess. How much amount?
Sir, 1 mole.
22.4 liters.
Yeah, so this is also
Same thing. Yeah.
22.4 liter only. So here 2 moles reacting, giving 2 moles of CO2. Means 2 volumes. This is also 2 volumes. Here 22.4 liter, here also 22.4 liter of carbon dioxide is obtained. So product is.
So
You want? Yes, tell me.
can I explain it again?
Okay, see here. Here, carbon monoxide is 2 moles, right? Carbon dioxide also 2 moles is obtained in balanced equation. So 2 moles means how much volume? 2 moles volume. 44.8 liters.
22.4.
So this is also 44.8.
44.8.
Yeah. Now given is this is 22.4 liters. So how much amount of CO2 is obtained? So cross multiplication. 4.8 liters. Yes.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, could you put oxygen value, limited value?
Oxygen is limited means how much that is? We have to know how much amount is involving.
Sir, put once 11.2 liter.
Then 11.2 liter means this is completely not reacts. Okay, 11.2. Yeah, sufficient. If you take here 11.2, that is completely enough to react to carbon monoxide. 11 point. If you take below that, then this becomes excess reagent. Oxygen becomes limiting reagent.
Sir, so the amount released. So, sir, if oxygen is less than 11.2, that amount CO2 is produced, right? Because
so that's what I'm telling. Here you won't get a 22.4 liter carbon. You will get some less amount of carbon dioxide. 44.8 liters of CO gives 44.8 liter of carbon dioxide. Then 22.4 liter. This is according to question. 22.4 liter of CO gives X liter of CO2. Calculate now X. Cross multiplication only. X is equal to 44.8 into 22.4 divided by 44.8. So then X is equal to 22.4 liters. So you are telling oxygen is suppose 11.2 liters, right?
Sir, I'm saying different value because that time it will be balanced. Put 5.6, sir. It's 1/4 of the STP volume.
1/4 of STP, right? So here only,
Yes,
here this is 5.6 means here only 11.2 liters react. You're given 22.4 liters, but oxygen you are telling limited 5.6. Then here only half of the amount is only reacting, 11.2 liters.
Sir, so to do these problems, we need to use the law of constant proportions, right?
Yeah. And if in case of gases, we are going through Gay-Lussac law.
Sir, that's more. Sir, we are using mole concept. How Gay-Lussac's law will come, sir?
In what is says Gay-Lussac law?
Sir, yes, sir. Standard.
First, we are balancing the equation. Wherever you go, you see go through a law of conservation of mass, even law of combining volume. First, we are balancing the chemical reaction. Yes. According to that,
yes, sir.
2 volumes of carbon monoxide react with 1 volume of oxygen and gives 2 volumes of carbon dioxide. That is Gay-Lussac law.
Yes,
Even
sir.
if you go through law of conservation of mass, first we are balancing the equation. According to that, 2 moles of carbon monoxide reacting with 1 mole of oxygen, product is giving 2 moles. Right?
Yes, sir.
So you are telling a law of constant proportion. Law of constant proportion is saying about a obtained molecular percentage only. So even possible to go through that also. So obtained product is carbon monoxide. That is a lengthy process, very lengthy process that is. Then calculating percentage of carbon and oxygen here, ratios, and coming into product number of moles also we have to calculate in the same ratio. That same ratio is reacting, the excess compound is not reacting.
Sir,
Hmm.
if we have a limiting reagent,
Hmm.
then we take the standard weight or volume,
Hmm.
and we take its ratio to the given volume. Those two ratios will be the same, no, sir, with the reactant.
See, you are telling whatever the in the balanced chemical equation ratios, same ratios we are taking in the question also, right? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then it completely reacts. Here you take 2 moles of carbon monoxide, that means 44.8 liters. Oxygen also take 1 mole, 22.4 liters. Then it's completely reacts according to theoretical method. But if we go practical method, practically complete reaction not takes place because their equilibrium is attained. Practical, if we go, some equilibrium is obtained here. Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, oxygen reacts and giving carbon dioxide here. Here equilibrium, reversible reaction takes place after some time. So that means 100% chemical reaction not takes place. Maximum 99% or 95% we are observing. 100% is very rare cases. In case of ionic reactions only, we are observing 100% chemical reactions. Okay, this is the maximum possibility. We are saying if 44.8 liter of carbon monoxide reacts, maximum 44.8 liters of carbon monoxide is obtained. But practically, if we go below that only obtains, we won't get 44.8 liter.
Yes, sir.
But in while doing sums, don't write this and all. That is, I'm taking by considering equilibrium concept, I'm telling this. But if the questions comes like this, you write how much amount of reacting is involving, same amount of product is obtained. So according to law of conservation of mass only, amount of mass of reactant is equal to mass of product. Okay. So we solve this problem. Right problem. What mass of silver nitrate will react? What mass of silver nitrate?
Sir, does this question come under volume-volume relationship?
No, this is mass.
So which book is that?
This is foundation books, school level.
Okay.
What mass of silver nitrate? Okay. Silver nitrate.
So these
will
are
react
extra
with,
questions, right?
yeah?
Not from the textbook.
No, in textbook questions are not there. Will react with 5.85 grams of sodium chloride NaCl to produce.
Sir,
Yes.
from this part, they won't be asking anything in school.
In school level, asking very simple questions are asking this kind of questions.
So,
There is a chance to ask, yeah. But actually, stoichiometry again comes in 11th standard only. Second part it will comes stoichiometry. But there we don't discuss about this kind of small problem. These are discussing in mole concept. In there we are discussing about ionic reactions, balancing of ionic reactions, oxidation, redox reactions we are discussing. But lower level concepts we are discussing this topic only. So there is a chance to ask, but very less chance to ask this kind of questions.
Okay, thank you, sir.
to produce 14.35 gram of silver chloride and 8.5 gram of sodium nitrate nitrate. Okay, here conditionals again. If the law of conservation of mass is true, I think you can, it's very easy. Let chemical equations is silver nitrate plus NaCl gives AgCl plus NaNO3. They're already given mass of AgCl, NaCl also. This is 5.8 grams. 14.35.
So
Sodium
shouldn't we first find the molar mass?
No need that analysis, is simple. 8 point, no, don't go through that.
Okay.
8.5 grams. So this is how much. So according to law of conservation of mass, the
Oh,
mass
okay. We
of
can just
reactants is
equate
equal
the
to mass
sum.
of mass of
In
reactant.
17 grams? Is it 17?
Maybe 17. Yeah, 17 grams, correct. Just equate both. This side mass equal that side. This is sum of this. So according to law of conservation of mass, mass of reactants is equal to mass of products. So here mass of silver nitrate take as X. This is 5.85. This is sum of 14.35 plus 8.5. $22.4. No. 22.85. Next calculate X value. That minus 5.85. It will give 17 grams. Okay, next question. Calculate the amount of water produced by the combustion of 4 grams of methane. By the combustion of 4 grams of methane. First one, methane combustion reaction. CH4 plus O2 gives rise CO2 plus H2O. Mass of methane is a balanced equation, right? No, not balanced. Here 2H2O,
sir.
2H2O, here 2O2. Here not talking about oxygen. Methane, 4 grams of methane we are burning. How much amount of water is produced? So first apply the standard conditions. Methane is 16 grams. Oxygen, this is no problem. Only
0.5 moles,
that's
sir.
not mandatory. Carbon dioxide is 44 grams. Mass of water obtained is 36 grams. Yes.
Sir,
Now, yeah.
Sir, when they say amount of water, we should represent in terms of moles, right?
No, you can represent here. Not ask no represent in moles or grams. You can your wish. That is you represent in moles or mass. No problem. Anyway. Then here given 4 grams of methane. 4 grams of this is excess mass. This is not mandatory to discuss about this. O2, this is also excess.
Sir, is it 9 grams?
Yeah, 9 grams. So carbon dioxide also not asking here how much. This is take as X. See, 16 grams of methane combust gives 36 grams of water. So 16 grams of methane produces 36 grams of water. So then 4 grams of methane produces X grams of water. So calculate X, cross multiplication. X is equal to 4 into 36 divided by 16. So X is equal to 9 grams. Mass of H2O produced. X is equal to 9 grams. Right, next problem. Current market price of prices of aluminum, zinc and iron scrap per kg are per kg are 20, 16 and 3 rupees respectively. if H2 is to be prepared by the reaction of one of these metal with H2SO4, which would be the cheapest metal to use? Which would be the cheapest metal to use? Which would be the most expensive?
Sir, we should
Yes.
check in every reaction, no, sir.
Huh?
For this, we need to check reaction with aluminum, reaction with zinc.
Yeah. We have to check. I have to check with H2SO4. All metals reaction with H2SO4. Okay. Noted question. Now see first reactions. First aluminium. See aluminium reaction with H2SO4. It gives aluminium sulfate and hydrogen. Al2SO4 thrice plus H2. So balance equation.
So is iron the cheapest?
Yeah, iron is the cheapest. You have to prove that.
2Al,
Sir,
3H2SO4, and 3H2.
3H2. Okay, fine. Here, what is the mass of aluminum? Not that mass. That prices don't. Here, a mass of aluminum is 2 moles of aluminum.
Yes.
Mass is each aluminum mass is 27 grams. 1 mole of ammonia. Okay.
So
2
the
moles.
price is 1,008.
This leave it here. 3 moles. Okay. 2 moles of alumina is obtained. Sorry, reacting. So 2 moles mass is 54 grams. Yes, 54 grams. Here mass of hydrogen is 6 grams. To produce 6 grams, 54 grams of aluminum is required. Suppose to produce 100 grams of hydrogen, how much alumina is required and what is its price? 6 grams of H2.
So wait,
Yeah.
to produce how many grams?
6 grams. According to balanced equation, to produce 6 grams.
After that you told something.
100 grams.
100.
You apply for 100 grams because everything we have to take same amount of hydrogen production. 6 grams of hydrogen produced from 54 grams of aluminum to produce 100 gram of H2 produced from X grams of aluminum. Calculate X. Calculate X value. X is equal to 54 into 100 divided by 6.
So 11.11111.
What?
Sir,
11.1.
900.
900, sir.
Oh, okay, I took reverse.
900 grams, right? X is equal to 900 grams. Okay, fine. 1 kg aluminum cost is how many rupees?
20.
20 rupees.
It's 0.9 kg into 20 again.
Instead of 1 kg, 1000. 1000 grams of aluminum cost 20 rupees. So 900 grams of aluminum cost equal to here also. Okay.
Sir, here they
18
won't,
rupees.
sir,
Tell me.
so they won't provide the molar mass of iron and zinc in the question. So we need to learn.
Providing mass. Yeah, giving. Here question already. Yeah, giving. Aluminum mass
Sir,
is 27.
what's the molar mass of zinc?
Zinc is 65
Okay.
and iron is 56. Iron is 56. Here how much cost?
180 rupees.
180 or 18?
18.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
18
Yeah, yeah.
rupees.
18 rupees.
So how many marks will this type of questions be in exams?
Board or JE?
Board. J they won't ask such long.
Board 3 marks.
Board 3 marks. Okay.
Yeah. So 18 rupees to produce 100 grams of hydrogen. Cost is 18 rupees. Okay, next apply for zinc metal. So zinc reaction with zinc plus H2SO4.
So I think you'll get 52 rupees.
Okay, zinc sulfate plus H2. Already balanced an equation this is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is 1 mole. Here also 1 mole of hydrogen is produced. So this is not mandatory. So mass of zinc is 65 grams. Mass of hydrogen is only 2 grams. Two grams of hydrogen produced from 65 grams of zinc. Next, 100 grams of hydrogen produced from X grams of zinc. Calculate mass of zinc required to produce 100 grams.
1083, sir.
Oh. X is equal to 65 into 100 divided by 2. How much?
3250.
Okay. 1000 grams of zinc cost is equal to how many rupees? 16 rupees. 3250 grams of zinc cost is equal to how many rupees? 52 rupees, right?
Yes, sir.
52 rupees. Then like that, apply for iron also.
Sir, what was the molar mass for iron?
Iron mass is 54 grams. No, just wait. Iron 56 ma. Mass of iron is 56. So write equation here. Iron it gives iron sulfate plus H2. So this is 1 mole. Hydrogen also produces 1 mole. Mass of iron 54, 56 grams. It gives 2 grams of hydrogen. 2 grams of hydrogen produced from 56 grams of iron. 100 grams of hydrogen produced from X grams of iron. Now X is equal to
So 2,800 grams.
56 into 100 divided by 2. Yeah, 2800. 2,800 grams.
Cost is 8.4.
Yes, sir.
Cost of 1000 grams of iron is equal to how many rupees?
8.4.
3 rupees.
3 rupees. Yeah.
Next, cost of 2,800 grams of iron is equal to how many rupees?
8.4.
8.4 rupees. So now to produce 100 grams of hydrogen, aluminum cost is 18 rupees, zinc cost is 52 rupees, and iron cost is only 8.4 rupees. Now the cheapest metal to produce hydrogen gas is iron scrap, only 8.4 rupees. Costly metal is zinc metal. So write that conclusion point. Cheapest metal to produce hydrogen gas is iron scrap or iron. Expensive metal is to produce hydrogen gas is zinc.
So these kind of questions will only come for board, right? Not
No, competitive also asking.
So such a big
JE
question.
level, yeah, JE level asking that. JE giving 4 marks.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, this is
only
there
we
for
are
JE
calling,
also?
yeah, mainly JE only asking this kind of questions.
Oh, okay.
This is only in industries we are calling operating cost. Suppose if you join in industries, any kind of industry, not only chemical, metal, or even if it's an IT company, you have to think first economy, operating cost, how to decrease the operating cost. So that only decides your promotion in industries. Okay, guys, completed?
Yes, sir.
All of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
sir.
Done.
Priyanka, Risha,
Yes, sir, completed.
Yes, sir, complete.
Vaishnavi and Tanisha, any doubts?
No, sir.
Tanisha? Okay, guys. So this is only lower level problems in stoichiometry. In tomorrow class, I will give only JE level questions. So those who are not preparing for JE level, no need to attend class tomorrow. Those especially who are preparing for board level, no, those no need to attend. If who are preparing for C8 level also, it's better to attend. Sometimes asking this kind of questions. So I will give you tomorrow those questions. Yes,
The
tell me.
NEET, sir, who are preparing
Yeah,
for
NEET
NEET,
also.
no.
NEET also. The NEET also require these questions.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys, thank you.
Sir, so tomorrow
Thank you,
we'll
sir.
be doing level 1 questions.
No, not that question. This is only.
No, like level 1 questions.
JE
Yeah,
level 1
yeah.
questions.
JE level 1 questions. I mean, these kind of questions are asking in CET, JE, and NEET level.
Is sir sending a PDF today?
No, not those. That I will explain on Monday onwards.
So I
Okay, sir.
have this doubt. In PDFs, the level 2 questions are advanced level questions or
Yeah, mixed questions. Advanced and JE mixed level question, that is.
Okay, mains and advanced both mixed.
Both are mixed.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.